So thank you for joining me today on this beautiful, sunny, very spring feeling day today. So with sort of moving into the spring energy, we might feel like we're sort of ready and raring to go. We might feel a little bit actually like we're not ready for winter to be over and we still want to be snuggled in. So we're going to sort of play a practice of two halves. So we're going to do some grounding, because when we sort of start to feel a lightness coming in and a little bit of warmth, we can sort of tend to get up in our own heads and a bit sort of busy, overcommitting to everything. So we're going to do some grounding to keep us nice and calm, keep us still, but then also a little bit of openness to getting that spring feeling, that lovely sense that we're waking up and we can just be out in the world a little bit more, but still rooted, grounded into the body. So we'll start seated, comfortable seated position, cross-legged if that feels good. Option to always bring the soles of the feet together and root the sitting bones down to the ground, or if you do feel like popping a cushion under there, or if you have a yoga block, you can pop one into there too. You're going to find that lovely long spine, crown of the head pulling up to the sky. And just to begin with, we're very gently going to tuck the chin down, close or lower the eyes, and just find the breath in the body. You might find it helpful to bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Just feeling that gentle inhale expanding the body, and the exhale relaxing, softening. Wonderful. Just taking a few breaths here. And feel that lovely big inhale bringing you some energy, some prana fresh into the body. And as you exhale, just letting go of anything that isn't serving you this morning, this afternoon. And let the hands fall away, but keep that lovely breath going. Maybe choosing to sigh out through the mouth. Taking just a few more of those lovely long breaths here. Maybe setting an intention for the practice. Could be, I will be grounded, I'll be rooted, I'll be present, maybe. Taking one more big, beautiful breath in, holding it at the top of the breath just for a moment. Fill the lungs and then let it all out. And then let the breath find its own natural rhythm. Just gently cupping the hands to the knees with that lovely soft breath, just coming in and out with very limited control. We're going to focus on moving the body around in circles. So I want you to gently push your heart forward as you come forward and round the back as you go back. So we're undulating the spine, finding some space, and we might meet a little bit of tension. Just meeting the body with kindness, compassion, Lovely. Really take your time. We're not flinging it around in circles. There's no competition to be the fastest. Just noticing, taking it round in the opposite direction. Might move the shoulders a little bit, curve the head down, and then lift it up. Take your time. Wonderful, lovely. Slowly make your way back to your center point, rooted down into the sitting bones. If you've got the legs crossed, just uncross gently and recross them in the opposite direction. Lovely. Finding that lovely long spine. We're going to gently press the right hand down onto the ground. Inhale, left arm's going to come up. As you exhale, we're going over to one side. You can always move that hand a little bit further away. You might come down to the forearm. We're making space in the body whilst also rooting ourselves down. Lovely. Fabulous. On an inhale, let's lift it all the way back up. Oh, exhale, give the shoulders a little roll. Get a little bit of movement in there. Wonderful. And we're going to gently press the left hand down on the ground. Inhale, right arm up. As you exhale, take it over. And again, you can move that bottom hand away. You might come down to the forearm, reaching up and over. Breathing into the side of the body. Lovely, fabulous. Inhale, let's bring it right up again. Oh, release the shoulders. We're rolling one and the other. Notice any crickles, crackles and pops. Perfect. Fingertips down to the floor. Let's inhale, reach it up. As you exhale, we're going to take a twist round in one direction. Opposite hand comes to the opposite knee. Pausing there for a moment. The back hand's just very gently resting on the earth, or it's wrapping around the body to reach for the opposite hip. Lovely long breaths all the way up and down the spine. Perfect. Inhale, let's take it right up to the sky, reaching up. And then exhale, let's take it round in the opposite way. So again, opposite hand to opposite leg, pushing ourselves round. Maybe one arm comes round the back or just rests on the floor. Lovely long breaths up and down. Perfect. Let's inhale, take it up high. Exhale, we're going to yawn it away, roll the wrists. Give the arms a little shimmy, a little shake. You're shaking off that upper body, moving the head. And then make your way over to your tabletop position, your hands and knees. So spreading the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. You can keep socks on if they've got a sort of a little grip, or they're yoga socks, or just gently pull them off if that's okay. And when you're ready, we're going to push up to our downward facing dog. So taking the sitting bones high, pushing the heart towards the thighs. Now we could maybe come up and down here a few times. Just taking it up and then coming back down to the knees. Getting a little bit of warmth in the body. And then staying up there, pedaling out the legs. If we're not feeling being upside down, you could always do this in tabletop. Stretch one leg out, then the other. Engaging the belly, keeping the back nice and long. So you choose, where do you want to be today? Maybe a little nod of the head. Perfect. Then when you're ready, we're going to bring it down to the knees and we're going to sit up and stack the hips over the knees. So toes can be tucked under or feet can be flat out, whatever feels better for you. Nice tall body, knees are about hip distance, so there is a little bit of space there. Lifting the belly, lifting the pelvic floor, chest is up and out. We're going to take the right leg out, coming up to a nice tall gate posture. So you're going to inhale, take the left arm up. As you exhale, lean it over. So we're taking that nice side stretch again. Lovely. Few nice breaths there. Keep the hips stacked over that knee. Now we're going to inhale, reach both arms up, and then as you exhale, we're going to take it over all the way to the other side. So left hand's coming down. Keep pushing those hips forward so we've got a lovely open body. Beautiful. If you wanted to get a little bit of heat in the upper body here, a little bit of movement, you could reach over with an inhale and then exhale, bring that hand back up. So you're inhaling, making space for the breath. Exhale, bringing it back up. Just gets a little bit of movement in that upper body. Lovely. Another option here would be as you take that inhale, you lift the leg as well. And you exhale it back down. You inhale, reach up and over. Exhale, back down. I'm going to take 3 more breaths in whatever version is working for us. Lovely. When you've taken your 3, taking your time, going to bring that hand back up to the sky. Lift the belly, lift the pelvic floor. Inhale, let's take it up, reaching up to the sky. And then exhale, bring it down nice and slowly. Roll the wrists. Get all that lovely blood flowing. And then let's bring it back into center. Before we move on to the other side, maybe just taking a few rolls of the hips here. Just one way, then the other. Trying to relieve any tension that might build up. Remember, you can always pad under the knees as well with a blanket or a cushion. And then we're going to take the left leg out when you're ready. So foot in line with the knee. We'll start with our little gate posture. So inhaling, right arm up. As you exhale, leaning over that leg over to the left-hand side. Reaching over. Perfect. Lovely. When you are ready, big inhale, take the arms both up, and then exhale, controlled down to the ground. Fabulous. So finding your balance there, pushing those hips gently forward and bringing in a little bit of movement if you want to. So you're inhaling, taking that arm up and over. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, take it over. Exhale back. Really move with your breath and try to slow it down. We're not sort of going like a window wiper. We're really taking our time. If you wanted to lift the leg as you reach, then you can. Just choosing what kind of energy you're bringing in to the practice. Beautiful. Lovely. 2 more here. taking your time. Then when you're ready, back to center. Lift the belly, lift the pelvic floor. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, bring it down again. Release the wrists. Bring the knees back in. Take a couple of circles. Maybe moving the head and the neck. Really just getting a little bit of intuitive movement in. What do I need? Shaking off the arms. Wonderful. We're going to come back to our tabletop position. Hook the toes under, and when you're ready, push up to a nice big downward facing dog. Lovely breath in. Let it all out. And then walking or stepping forward to your forward fold. And there's a lovely big bend in the knees here, so we're not worrying about how far we go down or whether we can touch the floor. We're just going to let the body be heavy. Let the crown of the head pull down. Lovely. A little bit of a bigger bend in the knees. We're going to inhale, roll it up nice and slowly. Shoulders back and down as we get there. Oh, come to your mountain posture. Lovely tall body. Feeling a little bit of warmth now, hopefully. Spreading the toes into the floor. Lovely. Just making sure we're at the top of the mat, so we've got plenty of space behind us. We're going to bring the hands together at the heart. When you're ready, you're going to inhale, lift the knee, maybe bringing the foot off the floor. As you exhale, step it back to a lunge position. So front knee is bent, back leg is lovely and long. Lifted heart. Hands can be here, or we can reach up to the sky. It's whatever feels good, whatever feels right. Never any pain. Lovely. We're going to bring the hands together. Bring them back down. Lovely breath in. As we exhale, we're going to turn towards the thigh. You can stay with the body lifted, or you might bring elbow down to the thigh. Whichever feels good. Lovely breath here. Fabulous. Inhale, we're going to bring it all the way back up, reaching up to the sky. Relax the shoulders. And then to come out of this, we're going to go the same way we came in. We're going to bring the hands back down and step it forward nice and lightly. Get that balance. Beautiful. Rooting yourself down now. We'll take that onto the other side. So we're going to lift that left knee up. Lovely breath in. As you exhale, step it back. Bend that front knee. Coming into that lunge position. Just 2 or 3 breaths. Maybe bringing the hands up if you like that sense of reachingness. And then bringing the hands down to the heart. Lovely breath in. As you exhale, twisting towards the thigh and dropping it down, elbow to the thigh if you want to. Keep pushing the hands together. Perfect. Lovely. Let's inhale, take it up. Lovely big reach. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Strong body, but soft face, soft shoulders. And when you're ready, hands are going to come down and we're going to step it forward back to your mountain posture. Take a moment there, shake it off, shake the legs, shake the arms. Lovely. Bringing the feet a little closer together. Maybe they're touching, maybe there's a little gap. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the thighs, lift the belly, lift the heart, hands back together. Pause in there for a moment, get your sense of balance. Where are you today? And then we're going to take this into a little tree. So we're going to peel the right heel up and send the hip out, knee out, just as far as you want to go. Could be a tiny little movement, could be right out. You can pause there, you can have the foot on the calf, or you can bring the foot to the thigh. Just trying to avoid putting the foot on the knee joint. If and when you're ready, we're going to reach up with the arms, palms facing up to the sky. Lovely long breaths here. Feeling almost like those little daffodils outside. Waking up, but rooted down. Perfect. When you're ready, bringing those hands down. Bring the foot down, back to your little mountain. Pause there. Lovely. Let's peel the left heel off. Take the knee out to the left. Foot can stay there. It can move up. It can come to the thigh. Take your time. Might be a little wobblier on one side, so just taking it as you meet it. And reaching up. Lifting the heart. Really feel like you could lift the belly button, the heart, maybe even the chin comes slightly up. Fabulous. Perfect. Bring those hands gently in. Bring the feet in. Take a moment, feel still. And then release again, relax. Flick out the legs. Flick out any tension. Lovely. Going to make our way back to the top of the mat if you shimmy down ever so slightly. Nice mountain posture, feet underneath the hips. We're going to inhale, take the arms up with a lovely long straight back. We're going to exhale, come all the way down. Bring the hands to the floor, so bend the knees as much as you need to get there. We're going to step it back to a plank position. So this might be on the knees. It might be with knees lifted. It is entirely your choice. Push the earth away. Take 2 or 3 breaths here. And then we're going to make our way down to the ground. So we're going to bend the elbows, lower nice and slowly. Maybe relaxing the feet out. The forehead comes to the ground. Little shimmy of the hips. When we're ready, we're going to inhale, lift the head and the chest. Come up to our little baby cobra. Nothing too pulling or jarring. And then we're going to slide the elbows underneath the shoulders. Lift the heart. Really root the hips in. Let the belly melt forward and down as we lift the heart to the sky. Perfect, lovely. Fab. On an exhale, let's bring that all down. We're going to bring the hands back under the shoulders. Push into the ground. We're going to come onto the knees and then sit back into a little brief child's pose, reaching out. And then we're sliding the hands towards the knees and lifting ourselves up to a kneeling position. If this really doesn't suit, do come to the sitting bones, because we can do this on the bottom as well. You're going to take your hands behind you, fingertips pointing towards you if that feels okay. And then gently lifting the heart, encouraging the chest to go towards the sky. So lovely little chest opener. Fabulous. A few choices to play with this posture so you could see how you feel. You might choose to lift your hips ever so slightly. That's going to activate the fronts of the thighs. Or you might decide to bend the elbows and bring the forearms down to the floor. You could let the head go back. You can face forward. It's whatever feels right for you. Nice long breaths. Fabulous. In your own time, just pushing back up off the floor, coming back and sliding on to the sitting bones. When we get there, taking them nice and wide, toes flexed towards the face. We're going to inhale, lift the arms, and then as you exhale, reach forward and down. Pause there. You want a lovely long back here. We're not trying to curve it. We're not trying to get the head to the earth as such. We're more leaning forward and down. It might feel nice to reach out to the toes here, if that feels right, or even the ankles or the shins. Beautiful. Couple of breaths there. Then let's inhale. Bring it up again. Lovely flat back. Oh, fabulous. Bring the hands under the legs so you can give the legs a little hand in to have a little rock, little shimmy, little rub. Perfect. We're going to take this forwards to the very front of the mat, just so you've got mat behind you to come down onto in a second. Before we go down to the ground, we're going to go via a little boat posture, really get the inner fire, the agni going. So hands are going to come under the thighs, lift the heart. We can stay here, or we might choose to come on the sitting bones, let the feet come off the floor. And feel that engagement of the belly. If it's hurting the back, we come back down, we focus on pulling up. Lovely. You might find that you can bring the hands out, you might not. Listen to your body. Nice long breaths wherever you are. Fabulous. Bring it down. Have a little hug of the knees in, maybe taking the arms under. Fabulous. And then we're softly going to bring ourselves down to the ground. So you might support yourself with the hands. You might hold on to the backs of the thighs. Just coming down to the ground. Bring the knees into the belly. Give yourself a little hug in, a lovely little rock and roll. Side to side. Maybe round in circles. Lovely. Bringing it into centre, we're going to take this into a little happy baby. Really feel open but rooted. So we're going to open the knees. Let the feet just fall out for a second. Because you can stay here, this can feel just like a nice hip opener. If we want to make our way to happy baby, we take the feet as if they were going to stand on the ceiling and then gently pull the knees either side of the body. You could reach up to the feet if that feels accessible to you today. No force, no pain. And the option to rock around just for a few moments with that real happy baby vibe. Lovely. Fabulous. Bringing it in to centre. When you are ready, we're going to release the feet nice and gently. Bring the knees back together, maybe even giving yourself a little hug, little squeeze in. And then we're going to take this to a twist. So letting the arms come out lovely and wide. Shoulder blades coming together. Take a lovely deep breath in. As you exhale, you're going to let the knees fall over to one side. Doesn't matter which way they're going to go. Just coming into a twist. And as we get into the twist, I want you to bring your awareness back to the breath. And just feel the inhale coming up the spine, right to the crown of the head. And the exhale going down the spine, all the way back down into the sitting bones. Few more breaths here. Feeling the body nice and heavy on the ground, enjoying that twist. And when you're ready, inhaling, bringing it back to center. Take a little hug in of the knees again, just restacking the spine in a lovely long line. And then we'll take that on to the other side. So settling the shoulder blades down, arms out, lovely breath in. And as you exhale, letting the knees come over to the opposite side. And just finding the twist and finding the breath. Let the breath come up the spine and down the spine. Perfect. A few more breaths here. And then we're bringing it in with an inhale back to center. Maybe have a little hug of the knees and then take it to a full body stretch. Fingers and toes going opposite directions. Take a yawn. Let the whole body be active. And then relax the arms down by the sides. Come into your little short Shavasana. If it suits, you might actually bring the knees bent and let them fall in on each other, or keep the legs long, whichever feels right for you. You're going to stay lay down on the ground. Find the breath in the body. Feel that inhale coming up and the exhale going down. And just for a few moments, I want you to imagine the breath as it travels up the spine, going up in a spiral, all the way up to the crown of the head, and then coming down in one straight long line to the sitting bones. So you inhale and it spirals up. Exhale, falls right down. Just be with that visualization with the breath and the body for a few moments. Letting the breath spiral up the spine and flow back down. And then allow that visualization to just release. Let any control of the breath release. And just be in the moment here, right now, feeling the body on the earth, the breath in the body, and your awareness of everything. Take a lovely breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. Roll the wrists and the ankles. Take a stretch, a yawn, do anything that feels right for you right now. Until you're ready to roll over onto one side and gently push yourself up to your seated position. As you come up, finding that lovely long spine, relax the shoulders. And we'll take 3 breaths together. So fingers to the earth, inhale, reach. Ready for the day. Exhaling, feeling lovely and rooted. Inhaling, taking it up, feeling a little bit more alive. Exhale, super calm, ready to tackle the rest of the day. One more. Lovely. Bring the hands together at the heart. Nod the head for a moment. And just thank yourself for taking time today. That's the tricky bit. Thank your wonderful bodies for moving and breathing. Namaste.